How does a Navy SEAL end up telling scary stories on the internet?
I still don't even know. Yeah, I kind of fell backwards into it, actually. The short version is I was experimenting with social media content after I was out of the military, just because it was interesting to me. I saw there were all these new brands and people kind of blowing up on social media, and I was kind of struggling to find my way as a civilian again. And so I was like, oh, I'll try social media. And I tried a bunch of stuff that didn't work, very cringy, like attempts at comedy and all these different things. And then I remember I had these two documents on my computer of ideas for TikToks at the time. Is what I was doing. This is like early 2020, and I had this one document that I'd exhausted all these different ideas for TikToks, ranging from sketch comedy to all these goofy things that didn't work. And I had this other document, and it just said Dyatlov Pass on it. And so me personally, John Allen, the person, I like to watch and consume strange, dark, and mysterious content. Spooky, nonfiction content. And the Dyatlov Pass is this story about these hikers who go missing in the 1950s. And it's this famous unsolved case. Basically, these 9 hikers vanish and they're found again. And they're in different stages of decay, and their bodies are radioactive, and their clothes are half on and half off. And there's these totally unsettling pictures. And I was like, well, I've tried all these different things on this side. This document has been exhausted and didn't work. I guess I'll take a shot in the dark on this totally random, departure from any other type of content I had ever tried. And it was a total, I just don't care how it goes. I'm clearly not able to hit the mark on social media. I'm just going to do the one thing that I personally enjoy. And I was at this water park in Pennsylvania, this indoor water park called Great Wolf Lodge in Pennsylvania with my wife and my 3 kids. And I shoot this 60-second Dyatlov Pass TikTok where it was crappily made, I'm kind of winging it, telling the story, 60 seconds long, and I post it because I'm going to the indoor water park. I didn't want to have my phone, so I just left it in the room and went to the water park. And then when I came back a couple hours later, my phone was basically not working because it was getting so many notifications. There was 5 million views on this video after only a few hours. And for reference, I had never gone even close to viral before in any way. It was 10,000 views over a year was a really big deal. And now, it's the internet has tuned in. And admittedly, I didn't think I wasn't like, oh, here's a career now. But I was like, that was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. And I like making those stories. And I just went on a tear making content, having no idea where it would go. And it turned into MrBallen.
Where did the name come from?
I used to have a username that was John B. Allen 416, but no punctuation. And so if you glanced at it, it looks like John Ballen. You wouldn't think, oh, that's John B. Allen.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I was doing my cringy attempts at social media content that was not working, but I was talking about being a SEAL to some degree, being a Navy SEAL. And the thing about special operations is the people that want to become special operators, it's very common for them to reach out to either active duty or retired special operators just to get the lay of the land. Tell me what it was like what'd you do to train? What was training like? And so I had all these kids messaging me on Instagram on my John B. Allen 416 username, but they were so respectful because they're talking to what they want to do. And I'd get these DMs that would say, "Dear MrBallen, I have a question about being a Navy SEAL." And then I stopped correcting them and just went with it yep, I'm MrBallen. And then actually early in 2020, right before I posted that Dyatlov Pass story on TikTok, I had been using John B. Allen on TikTok and it got shadow banned, I think. I would post something, and even though my content was failing, it was 0 views. And I'm like, there could be a problem here. So I made a new account, and I thought, what better than MrBallen?